Chapter 10. 10 words in context. In a space provided, write a letter of the meaning closest to that of each professed word. Use the context of the sentence to help you figure out each word's meaning. Number 1. Bolster. Bolster means A. To reach, B. To replace, C. To support. The answer is C. To support. The front porch was sagging, so we had to bolster it with cinder blocks until it could be repaired. When Lisa was in the hospital, visits from friends bolstered her spirits. Number 2. Depreciate. Depreciate means A. To become better, B. To become less valuable, C. To become definite. The answer is B. To become less valuable. As long as you drive a new car off the lot, it depreciates. It's immediately worth less than you pay for it. The property depreciates when the city built a sewage plant nearby. Number 3. Indiscriminate. Indiscriminate means A. Healthy, B. Unenthusiastic, C. Not selective. The answer is C. Not selective. Some people end up hopelessly in debt because of indiscriminate spending, so be selective about what and how much you buy. I confess to an indiscriminate love of chocolate. I don't distinguish between plain old Hershey bars and fancy imported chocolate. I adore them all. Number 4. Inquisitive. Inquisitive means A. Hardworking, B. Particular, C. Questioning. The answer is C. Questioning. Inquisitive students usually do better than those who are less curious and less eager to learn. Small children are naturally inquisitive. They wonder about the world around them, and they are constantly asking why. Number 5. Nebulous. Nebulous means A. Infinite, B. Long, C. Specific. The answer is A. Infinite. When I ask Daniel what he wants for his birthday, he never gives me any specific ideas. He just gives a nebulous answer like, oh, something I can use. Don't give nebulous answers on the exam, said the history instructor. Be specific. Number 6. Relegate. Relegate means A. To send, B. To punish, C. To reward. The answer is A. To send. At family gatherings, we kids were always relegated to the kitchen table where the adults ate in the dining room. When we have overnight guests, my parents give them my room and relegate me to a cot in the attic. Number 7. Replete. Replete means A. Replace, B. Filled, C. Follow. The answer is B. Filled. The show was replete with dazzling effects, including gorgeous scenery, glittering costumes, dramatic lighting, and thrilling music. The Book of Household Hints got an excellent review. It's replete with good advice, the critic wrote. Every homeowner should purchase a copy. Number 8. Sedentary. Sedentary means A. Involving much walking. B. Involving stress. C. Involving much sitting. The answer is C. Involving much sitting. People in sedentary occupations, such as bus drivers and riders, need to make a special effort to exercise. My elder sister's lifestyle is so sedentary that the longest walk he ever takes is from her living room couch to the front seat of her car. Number 9. Tenet. Tenet means A. A principle. B. A ritual. C. A prediction. The answer is A. A principle. A basic tenet of Islam is there is no God but Allah, and Muhammad is his prophet. This world may be a paradise if everyone live by such tenets as never cause suffering. Number 10. Terse. Terse means A. Dishonest. B. Unclear. C. Short. The answer is C. Short. I was hurt by Roger's terse response to my invitation. All he said was, "No, thanks." A British humor magazine once gave this terse advice to people about to marry: don't. Matching words with definitions. Following are definitions of the 10 words. Clearly write or print each word next to its definition. The sentences above and on the previous page will help you decide on the meaning of each word. Number 1. Depreciate. To fall or decrease in value or price. To lower the value of. Number 2. Indiscriminate. Not choosing carefully. Not basing on careful selection. Number 3. Sedentary. Marked by much sitting, requiring or taking little exercise. Number 4. Tenet. A belief or principle held to be true by an individual or group. Number 5. Terse. Brief and clear. Effectively concise. Number 6. Bolster. To hold up, strength or reinforce, support with a rigid object. Number 7. Inquisitive. Curious, eager to learn. Number 8. Replete. Plentifully supplied, well filled. Number 9. Nebulous. Vague, unclear. Number 10. Relative. To assign to a less important or less satisfying position, place, or condition. Caution. Do not go any further until you are sure the above answers are correct. Then you can use the definitions to help you in the following practice. Your goal is eventually to know the words well enough so that you don't need to check the definitions at all. Sentence check 1. Using the answers live provide. Complete each item below with the correct word from the box. Use each word once. A is bolster, B is depreciate, C is indiscriminate, D is inquisitive, E is nebulous, F is relegate, G is replete, H is sedentary, I is tenet, J is terse. Number 1. John considers Arlene rude because her comments are usually terse, but I prefer her brief, clear answers to his long-winded one. The answer is J. Terse. Number 2. Pat's TV viewing is indiscriminate. He just watches whatever happens to be on. The answer is C. Indiscriminate. Number 3. When sofa leg broke, we bolstered that end of the sofa with piles of books. The answer is A. Bolster. Number 4. Houses and antiques often increase in value, but most other things like cars, computers, and appliances tend to depreciate. The answer is B. Depreciate. Number 5. A large sign in the boys' treehouse states their club's main tenet: no girls or snacks allowed. The answer is I. Tenet. Number 6. The refrigerator was replete with all kinds of marvelous foods for the party. The answer is G. Replete. Number 7. The catcher worried that unless he started playing better, he'll be relegated to the minor leagues. The answer is F. Relegate. Number 8. Before this semester, my thoughts about a career were nebulous, but now I have a much clearer idea of what work I want to do. The answer is E. Nebulous. Number 9. When we were children, my active sister always playing tag or jumping rope. I was more sedentary, preferring to spend hour after hour just sitting and reading. The answer is H. Sedentary. Number 10. The book answers to 101 interesting questions. Sounds like the perfect gift for an inquisitive person. The answer is D. Inquisitive. Note: now check your answers to these questions by turning to page 178. Going over the answers carefully will help you prepare for the next two practice, for which answers are not given. Sentence check 2. Using the answer lines provided, complete each item below with two words from the box. Use each word once. Number 1 to 2 is: when my parents bought their new house, they asked the real estate agents whether it was likely to increase in value or depreciate. The agents gave this nebulous answer: it's always hard to tell about these things. Number 3 to 4. Dad was a construction worker, but as soon as he reached 70, though he was as robust as ever, his company relegated him to sanitary desk job. Number 5 to 6. The guys at the Leaning Tower of Pisa are inundated with questions from inquisitive travelers. Why is it leaning? How far is it leaning? Is it being bolstered to keep it from falling any further? Number 7 to 8. Folk wisdom is replete with contradictory sayings and techniques. Is found to juxtapose pairs such as he who hesitates is lost, and look before you leap. 9 to 10. Stan is not exactly a terse speaker, which is why he's earned the nicknames Motor Mouth. What's more, his conversation is totally indiscriminate. He uses no discretion, but just says anything that comes to mind. Final check: our annual garage sale. Here is a final opportunity for you to stress your knowledge of the 10 words. First, read the following selections carefully, then fill in each blank with the word from the box at the top of the previous page. Content clues will help you figure out which words goes in which blank. Use each word once. It's almost September, time for our annual garage sale. Our unwanted items keep piling up in the basement, which is now so full that we've had to relegate some of the collections to the garage. Though the sale is a lot of work, the sight of all those piles and boxes bolsters our determination to go through with it. This proliferation of stuff has left us with a huge number of possessions for sale, from tools to spoons to baskets to gaskets. This year, for example, we have an old bike that some zealot for exercise may buy, and a soft chair and footstool for a more sedentary customer. Our ads that's our maintaining. Something for everyone. Maybe it's a bit nebulous, but we don't want to be specific. We just want to disseminate the general idea that our sale will be replete with treasures. Last year, one customer took a quick look and departed with the terse comment, "Nothing but junk." However, most people seem to take a completely discriminate approach to shopping. They are predisposed to spend their money on anything, including rusty banking pens and broken lamps. Then there are the inquisitive shoppers who want us to tell them every detail about every item. How old is it? What what did we pay for it? Will it increase or depreciate in value? Friends have foolishly asked us where in the world we get all this junk to sell year after year. An inane question, because the answer is simple. We shop at garage sales. Enter your scores above and in the vocabulary performers charts on the inside back cover of the book. Chapter 10. 10 words in context. In the space provided, write the letter of the meaning closest to that of each boldface word. Use the context of the sentence to help you figure out each word's meaning. Number 1. Autonomy. Autonomy means A. Assistance, B. Freedom from control, C. Self-sacrifice. The answer is B. Freedom from control. In 1776, the American colonists, tiring of being ruled by England, fought for their autonomy. Children as young as 8 too begin to want something autonomy. The term terrible twos reflects their struggle for independence. Number 2. Bureaucratic. Bureaucratic means A. Overregulate, B. Old-fashioned, C. Independent. The answer is A. Overregulate. Bureaucratic organizations can become so bogged down in regulations that almost no work gets done. This family is more bureaucratic than the federal government. Mac complained to his parents. You have rules for everything. Number 3. Mandate. Mandate means A. A criticism, B. A delay, C. An authorization. The answer is C. An authorization. All the union's members vote for the strike, giving their leaders a clear mandate. The senator received so many letters supporting his positions on gun control that he felt he had the mandate of the people. Number 4. Ostracize. Ostracize means A. To reject, B. To feel sorry for, C. To control. The answer is A. To reject. Children who look or act different are often ostracized by their classmates. No one will play with them or even talk to them. When Sabrina married a man 20 years younger than herself, she was ostracized by the entire family. No one would have anything to do with her. Number 5. Raucous. Raucous means A. Persistent, B. Disorderly, C. Angry. The answer is B. Disorderly. The audience at a rock concert was so raucous that we feared the noise and commotions would lead to violence. At a horror movie, the audience behavior became raucous. Everyone was shouting at the character on the screen and pretending to shrink with fright. Number 6. Recourse. Recourse means A. A way to get help, B. A problem, C. A question. The answer is A. A way to get help. Unless you pay your bill, the company Thornton will have no recourse but to sue you. We'll try treating you with medication, the doctor explained. If that isn't effective, the only recourse will be surgery. Number 7. Reiterate. Reiterate means A. To repeat, B. To forget, C. To exclude. The answer is A. To repeat. The agency director states, I have said this before, but let me reiterate. Unless we receive the funds to hire more staff, the children of this city will continue to suffer. I hate it when a speaker reiterates the same points over and over, as if the listener won't pay attention or were just too stupid to understand. Number 8. Tantamount. Tantamount means A. The result of, B. Just like, C. Independent of. The answer is B. Just like. Charging $3 for a cup of coffee is tantamount to robbery. My mother's refusal to let me have the car was tantamount to forbidding me to go to the beach. Number 9. Tenacious. Tenacious means A. Grasping strongly, B. Weak and ineffective, C. Slowly shrinking. The answer is A. Grasping strongly. The cat's grip on the ledge was tenacious, but we weren't sure how long she could keep hanging on so firmly. My aunt's tenacious determination to recover by have pulled her through her illness. Number 10. Utopia. Utopia means A. A city, B. A self-government, C. A paradise. The answer is C. A paradise. In 1888, Edward Bellamy wrote about a utopia where everyone would have a comfortable income, work only until the age of 45, and then enjoy leisure. Everyone has a different idea of utopia. A situation that seems perfect to me may make you miserable. Matching words with definitions. Following are definitions of the 10 words. Clearly write or print each word next to its definition. The sentences above and on the previous page will help you decide on the meaning of each word. Number 1. Utopia. An ideal or perfect place or state. A place achieving social or political perfection. Number 2. Raucous. Noisy and disorderly. Boisterous. Number 3. Recourse. A source of help, security, or strength, something to turn to. Number 4. Bureaucratic. Insisting on strict rules and routines, often to the point of hindering effectiveness. Number 5. Retaliate. To say again and repeat or repeatedly. Number 6. Autonomy. Independence. Self-government. Number 7. Mandate. A group's express wishes, clear signal to act, vote of confidence. Number 8. Ostracize. To explore or exclude from a group. Number 9. Tantamount. Equal in effect or value the same as. Number 10. Tenacious. Holding firmly. Persistence. Stumble. Caution. Do not go any further until you are sure the above answers are correct. Then you can use the definitions to help you in the following practice. Your goal is eventually to know the words well enough so that you don't need to check the definitions at all. Sentence check 1. Using the answers line provided. Complete each item below with the correct word from the box. Use each word once. Number 1. I would love a job with a great deal of autonomy. I want to set my own hours, work at home when I like, and make many decisions on my own. Number 2. In high school, Phillips was ostracized because of his political views, but in college he found many people who shared his opinions. Number 3. When you wrote a letter of complaint, begin by stating what you want the company to do about the problem. Then reiterate this request at the end. Number 4. Our local supermarket is so expensive that shopping there is tantamount to throwing our money away. Number 5. The children on the school bus were so raucous that the drivers got a headache from all the noise. Number 6. Helen's smoking was a tenacious habit. He wasn't able to give it up until he watched her brother die of lung cancer. Number 7. Idealists have sometimes tried to establish utopias, but these communities have always failed. I wonder if it is possible to achieve perfection. Number 8. Where most college instructors are flexible, some are very bureaucratic, allowing no exceptions to the rules regardless of the circumstance. Number 9. In a landslide election, the voter's mandate is clear. If the vote has been closed, though it's difficult to tell what the people really want. Number 10. In the past, workers often had no recourse when employees discriminated against them. Today, however, they can seek help from the Equal Employment Opportunity Commissions. Sentence check 2. Using the answer lines provided, completing each item below with 2 words from the box. Use each word once. 1 to 2. One concept of utopia is a society in which each individual maintains his or her autonomy, yet collaborate with others to achieve the good for all. 3 to 4. My company is so bureaucratic, Nick complained, that we are buried in paperwork. Sometimes we have to reiterate the same information on 5 different forms. 526. If elected officials ignore the mandate of the people, citizens always have the recourse of voting those officials out of office. 7-8. Our neighbors has tenacious belief in superstitions. For instance, he insists that our owning a black cat is tantamount to asking for grievous misfortune. 9-10. The kids' basketball league ostracized one team because of the reprehensible behavior of its player. They engage in reckless horseplays on the court, instigate fight, and constantly trying to circumvent the rules. Now, the other teams refuse to play them. Final check, a debate on school uniform. Here's a final opportunity for you to stretch your knowledge of the 10 words. First, read the following selection carefully, then fill in each blank with a word found box at the top of previous page. Context clue will help you figure out which word goes in which blank. Use each word once. At Monday's student council meeting, the officers debate about whether or not students should be required to wear uniforms. Barbara, president of the senior class, states that as an elected representative of the students, he wouldn't vote to change the dress code without a clear mandate from the students calling for such a change. Personally, she said, I think that forcing people to wear certain clothing robs them of their autonomy. What is school supposed to teach us if not the ability to think and act independently? Besides, she added, the school administration is bureaucratic enough. We don't need any more rules and regulations. Red, vice presidents of the junior club disagree. The current situation in our school is tantamount to a 3-ring circus, he said. Students compete to see who can look most clownish. Some of the outfits show so much skin that they belong on the beach. One other kids are such snobs about their ostentations, designer clothes that they ostracize kids who can afford to keep up with them. I'm not saying that uniforms would change the school into an utopia. No place is perfect. I just think that if we want school to be more fair, our best recourse is a strict dress code. At that, several students burst into raucous disagreements, yelling and pounding on their desks. After several minutes of vociferous chaos, the meeting came to order, and Barbara was called on again. Tenacious in her opinions, she insisted. I understand what you are saying, Ray, but I want to reiterate a point I made earlier. Uniforms do away with one aspect of personal choice, and one of my tenets is that personal choice is precious.